Vamshi vibhushita kara navanira dabhat Pitambarādaruna bimba phaladharoshtat Purnendu sundara mukhadara bindu netrat Krishnat param kimapi tattvam aham na jane. This is a verse by a great philosopher of the Advaita philosophy as propagated by Adi Shankara Bhagavatpada. He belonged to the east of India, especially around the Vanga Desham, which is the current Bengal. His name was Sri Madhusudana Saraswati. Madhusudana Saraswati was a great propagator as well as a scholar in the Advaita Vedanta. Advaita Vedanta, in simple terms, contextually, offers two kinds of worships. The first level being Saguna Upasana, where the practitioner imagines the deity of worship to be a repository of all gunas, saguna. Then there is a form associated with that worship. Adi Shankara states in Advaita philosophy that one progresses to the next and the final stage, which is the Nirgunopasana, where the deity is assumed to be bereft of the gunas and thereby of a form. Madhusudana Saraswati, being the propagator of Advaita Vedanta, may have had attachment to Krishna in the Sagunopasana stage. But look at this verse. He says, yes, I am trying to progress myself, my worship to the next stage of Nirgunopasana. Even then, this boy who holds the bamboo flute in his hands and then blows air into it to give us the Samaganam out of it, who has got beautiful peacock feathers that are adorning the curly hairlocks on his head, with the beautiful strung white pearls around his neck, and the smile that can put even the galaxy of stars to shame, he is the ultimate tattva for me. He says, Purnendu sundara mukhadara bindu netrat. Look at those eyes that fit in the moon-like countenance. Krishnat param kimapi tattvam aham na jane. I don't think or know of any other tattva which is greater than Krishna. This is the declaration of one Advaita philosophy practicing great Bhagavatottama called Madhusudana Saraswati. From east of India, let us come to the south of India. One such philosopher who lived was Sadasiva Brahmendra. Sadasiva Brahmendra, let us imagine, was interviewed by a journalist. Sir, which form of the Lord do you worship, Saguna or Nirguna? He said, I start with Saguna but end up with Nirguna. Sure, sir? Yeah, but please keep the recording button low. Don't record. He must have said. The journalist asked, why, sir? There is one form that keeps coming in front of my eyes time and again. Sir, may I know what form is that? Then must have been born this kriti. Manasa Sancharare.
Manasa Sancharare. brahmaṇi Manasa Sancharare. brahmaṇi Manasa Sancharare. brahmaṇi Manasa Sancharare.
In my mind, in my heart is one form, is one image that keeps coming as a flash time and again. The journalist must have asked, sir, can you try to elaborate on what form it is? Manasa Sancharare. brahmaṇi Manasa Sancharare. The form of Brahman comes in front of my mind and heart as a flash time and again. Sir, you're not giving me the full description, sir. You're just calling him Brahman. Can you give some characteristics so that I can associate with a person whom I have known for years? Must have asked the journalist. Sadasiva Brahmendra must have said, Madaśikhi piñcchālaṅkṛta cikure. He has got curly locks of hair. In the Indian Samudrika Lakshana Shastram, be it for the man or the woman, hair is supposed to be good or commendable only if it comes with certain characteristics. The first of it being curly. So the moment one straightens hair, they are out of the context of Samudrika Lakshana Shastram. So rollers are better than getting them straightened. So here he talks about the curly locks of hair. Chikuram bahulam. Second characteristic, it must be jet black, dark. Third, it must shine. Fourth, it must smell good. For those of you who have gone through the Trivilayadal Puranam must remember about a big dilemma that appeared to a Pandyan king. It was not regarding administration. It was about to understand whether the effervescence that emanates from his wife's hair was natural or artificial. So kings had so much of time to debate on the effervescence of women's hair. So this is also one characteristic. So coming to Krishna, Krishna's hair was curly, black, shining and effervescent. So in those locks of hair, imagine a white string of pearls there. So the white pearls as a string is attached, and then in the side is attached the beautiful peacock feathers. So how do these peacock feathers come into appearance on Krishna's head? There is a folklore that says that since his hair was very curly, Yashoda couldn't tie them up with a clip. She was just waiting for some clips so that it can hold all these curly locks of hair together. She just saw a peacock walk by and leave few of its feathers down. She just took and fit that. And to her surprise, he was looking even more beautiful than what he was before with those peacock feathers. So Brahmendra says, Madaśikhi piñcchālaṅkṛta cikure. With the peacock feathers, he shines so beautifully. This man, he doesn't make a mention of Krishna there. He just says he shines with peacock feathers. And this becomes the adornment even for Brahma. Madaśikhi piñcchālaṅkṛta cikure mahanīya kapola vijitamukure. If you go and visit the beautiful kshetram of Mannargudi near Mayavaram, you will be fascinated by the beauty of Mannargudi Rajagopala Swami. The way he stands, the tummy that he has got, the chubby cheeks that he has got. So he says, mahanīya kapola vijitamukure. He's got such chubby cheeks. He continues, Sriranjani kuca durga vihāre. Durga is the fortress, a kind of a barrier. So he stays within the barrier by keeping his head resting on the bosom of Sriranjani, who is his wife. This is very similar to the 19th Pasuram of Andal. Kuttu vilakkeriya kottukkal kattil mel mettendra pancha shayanathin meleri kottu alar poongkudal nappinnai kongai mel vaittu kidanda malar marba. Nappinnai kongai mel vaittu kidanda malar marba. In Tamil, Andal says, he says, Sriranjani kuca durga vihāre. Sevaka jana mandira mandare. For those of them who are subservient to you, for those of them who wish to serve you, in their hearts, thinking them to be as temples, you go and recite, O you Lord. He doesn't make a mention of Krishna here. These are all characteristics. Sevaka jana mandira mandare. Then who has composed this? This is no ordinary mystic bird called the Hamsa. Paramahamsa. Paramahamsa is incidentally the mudra for Sadasiva Brahmendra. Paramahamsa mukha chandra chakore. There are two ways of interpreting it. For example, if Krishna's face is like the moon, then Paramahamsa, who Sadasiva Brahmendra, becomes the chakora pakshi that waits to consume and quench its thirst from the ambrosia that comes through the nectarine rays from Krishna's moon-like face. So Krishna becomes the moon, his face becomes the moon. Paramahamsa, who Sadasiva Brahmendra, becomes the chakora. The other way around. For example, if Paramahamsa Sadasiva Brahmendra as a devotee is the Chandra, the Lord Krishna is waiting wanting to see his devotee. So Krishna becomes the Chakora Pakshi. Whichever way you construe, the meaning fits. Paramahamsa Mukha Chandra Chakore Paripurita Murali Ravadhare. Murali. So he holds the flute. Some of you may be wondering, why isn't it Murali and why are you calling it Murali? Because in Prachina Sanskritam, the ancient script of Sanskritam, La was not there. It was only Murali. So Murali Ravadhare. Sir, what if I sing it as Murali? Nothing wrong. Because that later came into existence much later and it has been well accepted within the Sanskritam system. So Paripurita Murali or Murali Ravadhare says Brahmendra in this beautiful, simple, yet a very popular composition.
Manasa Sancharare brahmaṇi 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 Manasa Sancharare Sancharare. Madaśikhi piñcchālaṅkṛta cikure 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 mahanīya kapola vijitamukure mahanīya kapola vijitamukure mahanīya kapola vijitamukure mahanīya kapola vijitamukure Manasa Sancharare. Madaśikhi piñcchālaṅkṛta cikure mahanīya kapola vijitamukure Manasa Sancharare Sancharare. Sriranjani kuca durga vihāre Sriranjani kuca durga vihāre Sriranjani kuca durga vihāre sevaka jana mandira mandare Sriranjani kuca durga vihāre sevaka jana mandira mandare paramahamsa mukha chandra cikure paramahamsa mukha chandra cikure paramahamsa mukha chandra cikure paramahamsa mukha chandra cikure paripurita murali ravadhare paripurita murali ravadhare paripurita murali ravadhare Manasa Sancharare brahmaṇi Manasa Manasa Sancharare, brahmaṇi Manasa Sancharare, brahmaṇi Manasa Sancharare, sañcarare.